Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an astrology and spirituality live stream talking about Mercury in Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Alright? And always remember that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self, and that you should only believe in two things: your goddamn self and all possibilities. But if you got yourself a really good spiritual ship, a really good spiritual partner, you can believe in that connection as well, because believing, being alive in something, and you can choose where you are alive into something, and you can choose the percentage level. You can be spending a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of intention into something, so you are 80% alive there, but also on another realm, another space, in another relationship, you might not be so alive. Just think about it. When you are sleeping, you are experiencing dreams, but you are also experiencing here, so you are more alive over there and less alive over here. Hi Daria, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Shout out to Daria, beautiful spirit. Check her channel using the LinkTrees down below. Shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man, another great spirit as well. And let's change the fucking world. The world is already fucking changing, you know what I'm saying? Because in the middle of all these confusions, gender wars, the wokeism, red pill shit, there is something good. It's not big, it's not much, but it's honest work, you better believe it. And our seed is growing, our seed is already planted. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Daria are a perfect example. We young, we fresh, and we are out here with a mind like we are 1000 years old, okay? We know how the world comes together, right? And actually, this is a great topic. Mercury in Gemini, it's all about information, all about the status of your information and where did you got your lessons from, right? So, for a quick example, and not hating on anybody, but just because you have a degree doesn't mean you are smarter than others. Just because you have a degree in a university or a school, that doesn't mean that others should or will respect you more. No, that's up to you to gain their respect with the knowledge that you gained. Because I don't like when, imagine I'm saying something. I ain't got no degree, I was in college, I couldn't finish for other reasons than actually being smart, because I considered myself a very intellectual individual, and I am sometimes too much, right? But it's like, it's not because you have a degree in biology that now you know more than me about biology. No, because what you learned was what that school knew. But what I learned is something different that nobody else learned, right? Most of the things that we talk about here in the channel, you don't hear in anywhere else. And I'm not saying that the school is wrong, like, I don't say that university is a scam, it depends, it's individual, right? It's up to you. And that's another thing wrong with this woke community, is they be like, that is bad, that is a scam, and like bro, no, actually going to university can be really beneficial if you have a plan for it, if you have an intention, if you want to gain certain connections, if you want to gain a specific knowledge. Now, most people that I know went to university, went to college because their parents wanted them to go, because peer pressure, because they were tired of their hometown, or because they had nothing, they had no better course to go. There is very little people that I know that went to college because they're like, bro, I want to go to college, learn that shit, and then do that for the rest of my life. No. Actually, I don't know nobody like that, alright? And that's also a great topic for Mercury and Gemini over here. Let me just connect to the Discord, saying to everybody that we are live, because we are live and direct. So let's go. Let's let the people on the Discord know that we are live and direct. My oh, my bad, my bad. Okay, just a few more seconds, guys. A few more seconds. Hold on, hold on. Technical issue. No, it's actually not a technical issue. It's just it was a technological misunderstanding. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Leave that like, support the channel, make the channel grow, make the algorithm more familiar with us. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The shadow government like us. Let me tell you something. The shadow government like us. And let me tell you why they like us. Because they are tired of people that just follow others. Because the shadow government, you can think about them like they're a normal person. Right? You can think about the shadow government like they are you or your auntie or your cousin. No, this is people or groups of people that they achieved what most people want to achieve, materially speaking, right? And once upon a time, the predecessors of today's uh, shadow government, they were like coming up with new ideas, how to survive better, how to be more sustainable. For an example, they were like, bro, let's plant the crops now so you can have food for the winter. And the normal people, quote unquote, they were just happy in the summer, drinking their wine, partying, and they didn't listen to the shadow government. And then they were like, bro, the shadow government was like, let's build, let's work together. You guys need to come here and build shit with us. Like, nah, I'm just having fun and whatnot. So they didn't build shit. And then when it was winter time, they wanted to eat. They had no food. And the shadow government was like, bro, I told you to build like this. I told you to plant this shit. And now you want to eat from my food that I have planted? Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? So the shadow government, once upon a time, thousands years ago, they were what we are right now. They were the new generation. They were the smartest spirits on earth. But they still think they are, but they are not. Alright? So the shadow government, even if they're not aware, they like me, they like Dari, they even like Dolo. That's why they don't allow the Lotto to be so popular, because they know they will lose their spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Or me or Daria, that's like we have to fight for those $1,000,000. You know, you better pay for my work or work for me. Yeah, because I invited you to work. I invited you to build and learn how to plant these crops. But you were just drinking the wine, you're just dancing, and now it's winter and you want to eat my food. Hold up. Okay, next year around you're gonna build all like this. So the shadow government was just sitting down and everybody was working because they were afraid of not eating on the next winter. And that's a great example, you know what I'm saying? So the shadow government, they like spirits that are like them, that they bring new ways to build, they bring new ways to do stuff, but the shadow government, they still think they are the smartest on the world, but they are not. And they think when they try to now you want it because you see results. True, you know what I'm saying? On point. Because the shadow government, they weren't born into the position that they are in right now. They had to create it. They had to work and build it. You know what I'm saying? So they did it. They worked it. Right? They worked until they got it. But most people didn't. Because if most people did, it wouldn't be a shadow government, it will be different governments. Do you know that most governments on earth are religious, are Catholic? I'm not sure if Catholic, but they are religious. They use the Bible for their ceremonies all over the world. And for example, down in Africa, you had the tribes, and the tribes, they were not agreeing with the shadow government. And you have these people in Africa that there was an image built upon them like they were heroes, because they made an agreement with the shadow government. They brought the new world in, But what they did was betray their own people and sell their own people to the shadow government, right? Because even now in Africa they use the Bible. And that's when you know that that makes no sense, because Africa first is huge, and then it has so many different tribes, beliefs, morals. So how come that every government in Africa uses the Bible? Because it's all a part of the same constitution, of the same institution. You know what I'm saying? And this goes beyond politics, as in left, right, Democrat, communist. It goes beyond that, because that is inside of what I'm talking about, right? But let's not get sidetracked. Let's not get off point, because we are on point right here to talk about Mercury in Gemini for all signs, okay? So Mercury in Gemini for all signs, it's all about that information. It's all about how you communicate, what you communicate, how you think, what you think, how you analyze, what you analyze. And key aspect is what you let others know that is going on your mind, and what you don't let others know what's going on in your mind. Because with Mercury in Gemini, it's really easy to let things go. Alright? Maybe you have an insecurity about something. With Mercury in Gemini, in a conversation, you're not even thinking about it. It's really easy to slip through. And then later on, like, oh, I shouldn't say that, or I feel weird because I said that. Things like that, okay? Or Mercury in Gemini, it's also, you can think that you know more, or your knowledge goes deeper about something that you actually do. And in Mercury in Gemini is right now we're gonna see who really uses logic, because you have people reading books that are about books from 2000 years ago, and they think they're smart. Even the people that wrote those books, they think they're smart, but they are not, because they are not coming up with their own conclusion. They're just remixing what was already here, and that's not like logic, that's parrotism, that's repeating just in a different way, or in a different facade, in a different look. And we don't want that. We want to know what is really going on, and we want to know what's going on with us, because whatever happened 2000 years ago is the same that is happening right now, but in different ways. They had technology 2000 years ago, but we have different technology. And when I say technology, I'm not talking from, when I say technology from 2000 years ago, I'm not talking about cell phones or tablets. Like, imagine, there is two versions of history. First, they say, or one of those is, people were super rudimentary 2000 years ago. But then you have these huge pyramids, these huge statues, so people could not be primitive back in the day, right? So that theory is already out of the way. So they had technology, right? There is no way they built those pyramids without technology, right? So, but they didn't have technology like we did, cell phones and tablets, or if they did, they weren't using it for the same purposes as we are, right? So back in the day, they were experiencing, they were outside being affected and influenced, and they were influencing and affecting the world around them. And then they call names. And the thing is, how you are affecting the world right now, it's different from 2000 years ago, but the event is the same. You go outside, you receive energy, and also at the same time you put out energy. Do you think it was different 2000 years ago? No, it's the same thing, but we are doing it on different ways, right? Back in the day, they cared more about certain stuff. Right now, we care more about certain stuff. And the thing is, right now with the Mercury in Gemini, it's really easy for you to think that you need to know that, or others need to know this, or you should be the one come forward with this knowledge. But if you have to complete with the opposition of Gemini, Sagittarius, is whatever you're trying to talk about, whatever you're trying to defend, is it your testimony? Is it your spiritual experiment? Is it your wisdom and knowledge? Is it your belief system? Is it your morality system? Or you just don't know better, or you just want to feel good about some facts and logic, and now you are spreading that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the people that wrote those books and the people that wrote those theories that most people worship, I'm sure me and them would have a really nice conversation. I'm not saying we will agree with each other, but I'm sure we'll have a really nice conversation. Guess what? They couldn't do the same with you. Because you are following them. And that's what the shadow government doesn't really like. They want people to talk with. I'm not saying I want to, because they still need to clean their mind a little bit, but they want people to be on their level. They want people to be able to discuss and create conclusions and create rhetoric and create logic and shit like that. But if you are saying, oh no, that scientist or the person that wrote this book, he has a degree in Harvard, you can't question him, you lost in the sauce. Because you don't need to have a degree in Harvard to understand that whatever people were doing 2000 years ago is the same that we are doing, but with different focuses, with different intentions, with different names. You don't need to have a degree in wherever from Harvard to rule the world, or to build the world, or to build a company. You need a degree to show others that you are a part of the system. You need a degree to show others that you are complacent just like they are, so you are a part of the same team and you can work together, right? Like, back in my parents' young days, you didn't need no school degree to work on a factory. Now you need a 12th grade to work on a factory. Why do you need a 12th grade to work on a fucking factory? Because on 12th grade we learn biology, maths, chemistry, physics. Here we learn Portuguese, English, Spanish. We have sports class and all that shit. Why do you need to know about photosynthesis? Why do you need to know about the law of thermodynamics to work on a fucking factory that makes bread? Or to work on the supermarket? Why do you need the 12th grade? You don't. That's the thing. You just need to be a part. You just need to be a part of the team. That's why you need the 12th grade. You don't need the thing that you learned on the 12th grade. You just need to show others that you were willing to spend time and energy into that space. So now you can work here. It's not about what you learn, it's about the time and energy that you spent there. It's about, oh, if you don't have the 12th degree, we don't let you work here. Why? Because it's the requirement. But why? Because we require. But why? Because our superiors say so. But why? Because it's a part of the legislation. But why? Because I told you so. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's Mercury in Gemini. It's time to really think, bro. Like, I realized most people don't think. I think I said it in my most recent live stream. Most people are into science, religion, history, but they don't think. Right? They don't think. And it's a loophole because they think that they know logic, but they don't know logic, because they don't use logic in their day-to-day basis, right? And the mentality that people have these days is not adequate for a powerful spirit. Because back in the day, people, or most people, had this idea to build a nation, to build their own government, to build their own land. Nowadays, most people have the mentality to pay the bills and go home, chill, and enjoy. Which is nothing wrong with that. You can do it, it's okay. But I'm saying, if you really want to be here, be as in existing to your fullest potential, paying the bills and chilling at home at night is not enough. To you, I'm not saying that, oh, you need to do this because I say so. No. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be something. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Or you would be here as a rock, a bug, a piece of shit coming out of my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are here in a human body, not even mine, I don't have a human mind, I have a human body, it's because you wanted to achieve for something higher. You wanted to achieve for the stars. There is no animals doing astrology. There is no animals doing astronomy. We do. Because we want to know more. We want to know, what is that? What, I see the sky, the stars, what the fuck is that? You see no animals. The wolves, the most they do is they howl at the full moon. That's the most they do. But they are not thinking about knowing more about their environment and themselves. But you are. You are. Or we are. We have the potential to do. Alright? So we really need to think about our existence. Why do you exist? And there is also this big fallacy. Humanity exists because of this. We are the sons of God. God created... No, it didn't. Ain't no God created me. I created myself. And I convinced a group of spirits to work with myself. That is, ain't no God trying to create me. No, that's not true. Ain't no God created you. Otherwise, where is he? Last time I checked, my parents want to know how I'm doing once in a while. They created me, physically speaking, and they come here and be like, hey, how you doing? You chilling? Ain't no God coming here. Never. So, if God created me, and he doesn't give a fuck, if that's the case, fuck him. Why worship him? Like, and I'm trying to think on a Christian mentality. Like I said last live stream, why worshiping a Lord that makes you hate being yourself? Why worshiping a Lord that makes you not be yourself, be shameful, and punish yourself for being yourself? That makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? So, Mercury in Gemini, guys, it's really about talking. Talk, right? And a lot of information, good, bad, positive, negative, toxic, uplifting, will appear out of nowhere. A lot of shit that people were holding up or were holding in, Mercury in Taurus, being fixed on something, being insecure, being deep about your mentalities, people were accumulating, and now, oh shit, Sun in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo, it's time to express, it's time to go crazy. So, bro, like I said in one of my little videos that still needs to be uploaded, don't trust people that are not into astrology because they will switch up on you real fast. And this is a great example. Mercury in Taurus, being fixed on your mentality, being deep and insecure. They thought something about you or about what you do, but they were insecure, or they were internal, or they weren't private with it. So they didn't told you. Now, Mercury in Gemini, out of nowhere, they think this, they think that, they think this about you in the business, they think this about you out of the business, they think this about what you do, about what you don't do, they think all the shit about you. But yesterday, Mercury was in Taurus, they didn't say shit. Yesterday, allegorically speaking. Today, Mercury is in Gemini, they're talking all the shit in the world. That's why you can't trust people that are not into astrology, because they don't know themselves and they don't know when and how things are transiting, because everything or the only thing constant in the universe is change. But if you don't know when, how, and where things are changing, you're gonna be lost in the sauce, right? So, coming back on point. Also, I already said coming back on point a lot. Mercury in Gemini, really easy to throw distractions. Really easy to take somebody out of their tracks, to take somebody out of their point. Really easy, alright? So, you gotta make sure if you have something you want to achieve, you want a mentality, you want to last for 200 years like in the Bible, make sure you uphold yourself, okay? There is no Aquarius Saturn energy, there is no Libra exalted Saturn energy. There is little consistent, little responsibility, and little structure. Positive point. A lot of doors will open, right? Because that's the Gemini is the only air sign that does not have Saturn energy. You got Saturn exalted in Libra, Saturn rules Aquarius. Gemini, you got Mercury, alright? So your mind could have been fixed on something or thought that something wasn't possible. And right now, you might think that as well. But with Mercury in Gemini, via a conversation, via a YouTube video, via watching a show, you will have this thought, oh shit, after all, I can do it that way. Or I can talk that way. Or, oh, I can talk with that person. And that person will open that door. Or I can open that door for myself. I just need to rotate like this instead of like that. Okay? So, negative side of Mercury in Gemini, scatteredness. A whole bunch of scatteredness. Positive side of Mercury in Gemini, a lot of doors will be open. If you were carrying any weights within you, they might be released, or you might release yourself from them, and it's kind of easier to be connected with all possibilities. But we'll get into that in a little bit. It is squaring Saturn, so you have to learn how to think and communicate about real spirituality and spiritual realities. Okay, so let's go into astrology and spirituality was already. Let's go into astrologies, and let's take one card for today's energy, everybody. So today it was a beautiful, for me it was a beautiful day, very charged day. It was hot, a bit dry, but not too much. You can be more dry than me. I have a lot of air energy, earth energy as well. Oh, Two of Swords, bro. If there is any card about Mercury in Gemini, it has to be the Two of Swords, right? Right. I ain't no lie, bro. I'm, if not the best, I'm one of the best male tarot readers, because you females got it easy. Hi Steven, welcome to the stream. You females got it easy. You're connected to the spirit, connected to the vibes, the feelings and the emotions. You all juicy or shining in the esoteric realm. We men, Two of Swords. Two communicating, swords, air, right? We men will receive a message, we think about it. Hey, what is this? What is this card? Does this make sense? How can I make money out of it? What does this mean? Oh, boobs in my head. Thinking about boobs and shit like that. Bro, girls got tarot reading easy, but me, I'm one of the best, if not the best, male tarot reader out there. And the cards listen to me. Because when I'm using them, they are part of me. I put them over there, they're not a part of me. I use them, they are part of me right now. They are a tool. Tarot is a tool. Tarot is not spirituality. Tarot is a way to read and know about spirituality, alright? But what does the Two of Swords means? Moonlight Orange? Do you have any synchronicity with the Two of Swords? Let me know in the chat. Two of Swords in the screen right now. So we have Sun in Gemini, Mercury there in Gemini, and Moon in Taurus. And the Two of Swords is perfect. Perfect. Bro, great example. I just thought about this. Tarot is like a snapshot of an emotional state. Because an emotional state is your spirit or a group of spirits moving in a certain way, vibing in a certain way. And the tarot card is like you take a screenshot of the movement that provokes and influences the environment in a specific way, right? So why is the Two of Swords perfect for today's energy? Sun in Gemini, communicating. Mercury in Gemini, communicating. Moon in Taurus. That might not look like communication, but Taurus is ruled by Venus, which rules Libra as well. So it's all about communication. And a fake astrologer will tell you earth signs do not like to communicate, earth signs like to be with themselves, earth signs, they are not empathic people. The fuck they are. They are indeed. Look, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, rules what? Gemini, can't stop talking. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, rules what? Aquarius, air sign, my ears will fall off. Libra, no, the other, what is a Taurus, my bad, Taurus, right? Ruled by Venus, that rules what? Libra. Bro, can't keep one relationship, gotta have a million, always talking about. So Earth is always about communication, alright? But it's specific, on point, profitable, smart, and at the right time communication, alright? Earth, it's always about communication. How you make business, how you make money without communication, without team, without relationship. So now, if somebody tells you that earth signs are not about communication, you know that they are a fake astrologer. That is saying you better believe it. Moonlight Orange saying lots of talking to co-workers and making phone calls with clients. That's the Two of Swords right there. You better believe it. And I was saying just that about Earth. Right? Right. Synchronicity. Getting dry. Talking too much about Earth. Mercury's in Gemini. Let's move on. Being too dry over here. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Shit. Let's see how to reach all possibilities in a lighter, less exhausting way so you can enjoy all possibilities and come back and do something with the gems that you brought from all possibilities. Sun in Gemini, Mercury there in Gemini, Moon in Taurus. Also remember guys, we have tarot readings, natal chart readings, live readings, recorded readings, personal consultations, paintings for you, LinkTrees in the description down below, more paintings, gaming, Darius clothing, Darius jewelry, Darius paintings, Darius gaming. It's a whole company right here. Go check the links down below or just ask in the chat, send an email, talk with IG. It's Mercury in Gemini, y'all. Communicate. Team up. Let's go. Let's go. So, Sun in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, Moon in Taurus. What's the best way to reach all possibilities today? Because you can reach all possibilities in many ways. You can climb, you can go straight, you can go in a spiral, you can go down, you can go through the rocks. But hey, if you go through the rocks, you might bump your head into the rocks. If you go through the forest, you might fight a wolf. If you go straight, you straight, bro. You reach faster, less tired. You make a camp, everybody else arrives, you got good food for them, some good smoke, good drinks. You're like, hey bro, since I reached here, I saw a rainbow, I saw some rubies, some sapphires, and you can be the one like, hey guys, you want some sapphires? It's over there. Oh, you want some rubies? It's right there. Oh, you just wanna chill. It's right here. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go. Earth and Fire Dragon. So, I don't know if you guys can see this because of the light of the screen, but it's a beautiful card. I love the art on this deck. The Earth and Fire Dragon. So, you gotta be very practical, very private, very smart, very logical, and think about how or if your relationships are profitable or not. But once you do all that thinking and all that analyzing and you find a sturdy, solid, trustable, profitable relationship, you gotta be spiritual, creative, passionate, motivated, excited, but in important relationships, in solid relationships. If you have no solid relationships, there is no fire, there is no excitement. If there is no trustworthy relationships, fuck that fire. Gotta keep working until you find or create those relationships. Alright? It's so beautiful. Yes, it is. Let me read the card to you. This shit might resonate with you. Works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. So works with you to clear your higher awareness of the emotional realm. It's time for service to yourself. When you give to yourself, you receive from yourself. Like, I always had to add up to these cards. They kind of pandering, they kind of going around the bush, not smoking the bush. Gotta smoke the bush, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta add up a little bit over here. You know what I'm saying? So, astrology reading, numerology, and gematria reading for today. Hold up, Mercury is already 5 degrees. What the hell? What the hell? What is this? Mercury already 5 degrees. That shit goes fast, bro. Last time I checked, it was 1 degree. Shit. So, Sun in Gemini, 23 degrees. That means we're getting a bit more emotional, or you can see Sun, the connection, or something that you were already connected with, but perhaps you weren't aware of, that deals with thinking, communicating, or analyzing in a more broader way, simple, faster, or just lighter way. Like, it's a good example. Me, I have Aquarius stellium, so sometimes I want to talk, or I need to talk, or somebody else needs me to talk as a study cloud surfer, so I can bring them from a low to a higher perspective, right? But I'd be too Saturnian, too fixed, too limited, too responsible. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And this Sun in Gemini, 23 degrees, might be like, hey, I already knew these words or this logic, but I didn't felt 5 degrees, I didn't felt right, I didn't felt this, I didn't felt, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be seeing, being more aware of that connection between things that you can talk and communicate in a lighter way. Moonlight Orange saying 5 degree Virgo energy, Mercury sign. I like Chaldean numerology. I don't know about it, can't talk about it, my bad, but 5 degrees is Virgo energy. That makes sense. I see, that makes sense. Virgo, the woman, the womb, the female, 5, feminine. Virgo, it's Mary, gave birth to the sun, which was the 5th house. I see that. That makes a little bit of sense. I don't know about Chaldean numerology, can't speak too much about that, but hey, if that makes sense to you, if you're not lost with it, you cool. Alright, moving on. Mercury 5 degrees Gemini. Oh, Sun 5 energy Gemini. Mercury 5 energy Gemini. Stars don't lie. They don't need to. They're already too individual. They don't need to lie. Right? So Mercury in Gemini 5 degrees, getting more emotionally connected or aware of how you and others, because mutable energy, think, communicate, and analyze in or about light, scattered, non-important sometimes ways. Or sometimes the thing is important, but how you or others talk about it is too light. and it might hurt somebody. Oh, you speaking so lightly about my shit. Yeah, it's your shit. It's not my shit, I don't give a fuck. But because of that mutability, people might associate you with their personal things. Hey, and you're gonna be like, hey, no, you bringing me to your business. I ain't a part of your business. You bringing me there. Because that's mutable energy. You gotta be so careful with mutable energy. They pull you in, they give you the gun, they make you pull the trigger, and then they say, hey, it's you, it's your fault. Bro, you call me in, gave me the gun, put my hand on the trigger, and now it's my fault. It's your gun, it's your house. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Moving on. Mars 14. Mars 5 energy as well. Mars 14 degrees Leo. Getting more emotionally connected or more emotionally aware about your fixed passions, motivations, anger, or frustrations that deal with creativity, spirituality, your attention span, and your image in general. But that's why I said in general, because this goes deep. Mars in Leo and things about your image goes deep. You can become a Scorpio real quick. You might even not expect it, right? But somebody says the wrong thing about your image right now. You might not say, but you will feel that Scorpio or the allegory to Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Then Venus 8 degrees Leo, spending a lot of time, energy, or effort in your relationships, pleasure, commitment, or relationships that deal with fixed creativity, fixed spirituality, fixed visions, actions, expressions, or images, and what you pay attention to and what you receive attention from. Next, Jupiter 6. Oh, I forgot to say Moon in Taurus. My bad, guys. Moon in Taurus, reacting and responding to fixed feelings about security, stability, and productivity in your life. And it's the moon. And the moon is exalted, so overreacting to those things. And when I say profitable, as in the moon in Taurus, it can be emotional. It can be fixed in having or not having a profitable emotional exchange. Alright? Then Jupiter 6 degrees Taurus, being more aware or bringing more power, more control, more attention, and more authority to how you expand your fixed situations, security, safety, and core set of values in your life. Saturn, 7 degrees Pisces, separating from old, getting into new spiritual realities or real dreams and illusions. Neptune, 27 degrees Pisces, being wiser and having a wider perspective about grand illusions, grand dreams, and generational curses. Uranus 20 degrees Taurus, talking more, relating more, or relating to a broader audience, new and unique fixed ways to have stability in your life. Lastly but not least, Pluto 29 degrees Capricorn, being more individual, reminding individual times, reminding individual circumstances and people, person, whatever, that remind you, because Pluto is in retrograde, remind you of how you had to transform yourself or how you were forced to transform yourself in order to create a new way to be safe, secure, and profitable in your life. And now, let's move ahead for Gemini for all signs. Mercury in Gemini for all signs. And we start with Aries. Let's go. Some air. Oh, I had some fluid here. Alright, so if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars in Aries, this reading is for you and you are sextiling A lot of scatteredness, bro. Shit. That's a lot of scatteredness for you, Aries. Most likely everybody will have this. But hey, you're the first one, Aries. And Aries, you are sextiling Mercury and Gemini, so you have an opportunity to think, communicate, and analyze in a more relatable, light, not so tough, and not so unique way. Positive, others are more prone to listen to you. Negative, you might lose your identity, you might lose your individuality just to be a part of something. Alright? I mean, you Aries don't do, but like if you have like liberal alignments, or if you on your upbringing you were punished by being yourself, you might do that right now. Alright? So, if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars in Aries, this reading is for you, and you are sextiling Mercury in Gemini. What do we have for you coming here from the tarot cards? We already had a lot of scatteredness for you, but right now it's taking some time to come out. So you are thinking more scatteredness, bro. What the hell? Aries, come on, come on. On track, be on track. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's why. It's your opposing energy. Libra, justice. It's time to create some balance or to uh, claim that. Because you might be feeling about something, you might be thinking about something, but then you're not claiming it. Or somebody will try to claim justice, and you have to be like, hell no! I have no responsibility. I have no connection with such circumstance. Or you just need to talk real good, or not good as in trying to deceive others, but you have to say, talk in a certain way, because Aries, you guys always like you either roasting or being intense. But you can be like intense, like I do that a lot, not a lot, but I can do that if I want to like speak like real in real um, air like words, like you speak in a more different way to allow the analysis process to go smoother through the apparent illusion of what might or not be the situation. In case you are not aware of what just happened, let me introduce to you to the following current events. You know what I'm saying? All of this is to say, hey bro, if you don't know what happens, let me know. Now, if you don't know what happened, I will tell you what happened. So maybe you need to elaborate a bit more. So to be a bit more on point with your words, and show all the facts. Show all the facts. Or you just need to create some balance. Alright? Claim that justice. You know what I'm saying? Now let's move on to third Taurus. So, if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or in Taurus, or Sun sign Scorpio, because Taurus is also ruled by the Moon, by the Earth, and your Earth sign is the opposition to your Sun sign. So Sun in Scorpio, Earth sign Taurus. So you got a bit more influence over here, and you are fatal attracting Mercury in Gemini. I told you, everybody gonna have scatteredness. Don't worry, guys. Bro, half the deck went off. chill. It's okay. Everybody's a bit scattered right now. Alright? Alright. Okay, let's go. They wanted to fall. The cards wanted to fall again. Alright, let's see what Mercury in Gemini holds for the Taurus. You are fatal attracting Taurus in Gemini. So you might be thinking that others are too lightly about some deep shit, or you might be thinking too lightly about some deep and serious shit. And we, no way. Justice as well. You got justice as well. Just like Aries, you got that Libra. So you might be misunderstanding some things, right? Because Libra misunderstands in conjunct Taurus. Right? So, yeah, also, time to claim justice, create some balance, initiate some conversations, bring the right words to the right places, to the right relationships. Be aware of your value, be sure of your value, communicate about your value. Because if others are not seeing your value, you gotta show them. Especially you Tauruses, you being too insecure sometimes, letting the facts and reality holding you up too much. Hell nah, not right now with Mercury in Gemini. That time was gone. When Mercury is in Taurus, that was the right thing to do. Not now. Now it's open up, conversate, speak, do what you gotta do with those words, brother. Now, Geminis. Gemini. If you got Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini, Rising in Gemini, or Mercury in Gemini, this reading is for you, and people are thinking about you, or thinking with you, or thinking for you. Geminis, you guys, you lose your identity, you lose your individuality too quick. And right now, it will be even more. So be careful. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your awareness. Don't lose your own mind. Because everybody will be following books. Everybody will be following the guy that has a degree in I don't know what. Everybody will be following the experts. But is you following you? Is anybody following you? Hell nah. That's the problem. Alright? Big surprise! Scatteredness. I'm being sarcastic. It's not a big surprise. Hold on. You again. Justice, Libra, again. No, this sounds sus. This sounds sus. Back in the deck. No. 2 times in a row, okay, I got it. 3 times in a row, no. So there is a major influence of Libra, justice, balance, values coming in right now. The try to not be equalized, by the way. But that's a big energy coming in right now about that. The real card for Gemini is here. So what does the Nine of Cups means? The Nine of Cups means that you, Geminis, have the opportunity, the ball is on your court, you gotta do something with it. You score a goal, you pass to a teammate, you throw it through the sidelines. Okay, it's up to you, Geminis, but you got the opportunity to elevate, raise, or be more aware of your emotional state. and others' emotional state, yours and others' dreams, illusions, imaginations, and spiritual background. Okay, so you can elevate your emotional states, or you can deepen your awareness about your emotional states. All right. Let's move on to cardinal water. So, if you have Sun in Cancer, Moon in Cancer, Rising in Cancer, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, this reading is for you and you are fatal attracting Gemini, so you might be feeling like others talking or thinking too lightly about yourself, or you might be talking too much and too lightly about some private stuff. Let's go. No scatteredness. No scatteredness for the Cancers, for the cardinal waters. Alright, and we got King of Swords, cardinal air. Here we go. What does this mean? That you have the opportunity to be a great mental, logical, and relationship-wise support for you and others. How? By creating new ways of thinking, communicating, and analyzing. Let's go, Leos. So if you have Sun, Moon, Rising in Leo, this reading is for you, and you are sextiling Mercury in Gemini, so you have an opportunity to think and communicate in a more light, relatable, and logical and factual way. And we got reversed Prince of Swords. Oh, where is it? The fuck? Oh, there you go. No, not that one. That one. Oh, somebody got the same in a reading here. So, the reversed Prince of Swords means that you are creating a new external way to deal with the mind, thoughts, ideas, communications, and relationships, but you or others in your surroundings are misunderstanding, misusing, or misjudging that thing, that new way to deal with communications and thoughts and things like that. Let's move to Virgo. If you have Sun, a message for Sun in Virgos. Too much air, too much thinking, too much communication, too much thinking about others and the situation, alright? If you got Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, Rising in Virgo, or Mercury in Virgo, this reading is for you. And you are squaring Mercury in Gemini. So you gotta learn, or you are right now learning how to think and communicate in a lighter, more sociable, more distant, and more cold way. And you got Capricorn, your cousin sign, the devil. Alright, so what does that mean? that you are sticking too much to the details, to the reality of the circumstance of what you've seen, because what you see is not the complete picture. It does not have all the information on it, and you are allowing those details to limit the creation of new fixed, secure and safe circumstances for yourself. And you gotta learn how to open up and lighten up through those details and through those limits and boundaries. Let's go Libra. If you have Sun in Libra, Moon in Libra, Rising in Libra, or Venus in Libra, or Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, this reading is for you, and you are trining Mercury in Gemini. So you have a gift to think, communicate, and analyze in scattered, more logical, more light, more or not so personal ways, and more cold and distant ways as well. And let's see what card we have for you. Oh, there we go. And it is reversed Eight of Swords. Canis Major. So that means you have a gift to spend a lot of time thinking, communicating, and relating to something that can be a prison or a support, but you or others in your surroundings are misusing, misjudging, and misunderstanding that process or the type of thoughts and ideas that you are spending a lot of time and getting stuck or being supported by. Let's move on to Scorpios. If you have Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, Rising in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, Pluto in Scorpio, or Uranus in Scorpio, because Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, this reading is for you, and you are misunderstanding in conjuncting Mercury in Gemini, so you might misunderstand what others are thinking and communicating about, and others might misunderstand what you are thinking and communicating about, or how very important, how you are thinking and communicating about. And we have for you the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and that makes sense because of the inconjuncting energy. So you have a lot of gifts, a lot of opportunities, a lot of expansion, travels, new ideas, new wisdom, new knowledge, but either you or others are misunderstanding, misusing, or misjudging all those new things, new travels, new vehicles, new places, new gems, new connections, new thoughts, new feelings. All right? It's a whole fortune of stuff. It's a whole thing. Sagittarius. If you have Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Sagittarius, Rising in Sagittarius, or Jupiter in Sagittarius, this reading is for you, and you are opposing Mercury in Gemini. So you might not enjoy, you might not feel comfortable, you might hate everybody being so logical, so dry, so cold, so factual, nobody being sentimental, nobody being so spiritual, nobody being so religious anymore. Alright? And you have the Four of Swords, and this is the perfect example of that opposition, because the four means thinking, communicating, making sense, using logic, having a straight mind, and the wands represent the spirituality, the creativity, the excitement, the belief and the imagination. So you are learning right now how to make more sense and have a more clear mentality in how to think and communicate about spirituality, creativity, feelings, passions, motivations, and aggressiveness as well. So, moving on to Capricorn. If you have Sun, oh, a message for Sun in Capricorn, Eight of Pentacles. You can have a circumstance or a way to go about a physical circumstance that is a prison to you or a support to you. Okay, Capricorn Suns? That's a message for you guys. But if you have Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, or Capricorn Saturn, or Capricorn Mars, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn, this reading is for you and you are misunderstanding Mercury and Gemini. So you might be misunderstanding what and how others are thinking and communicating about, and others might misunderstand what you are talking, communicating about, or how you are thinking and communicating about. Alright? And let's see what card we have for you. You guys getting sleepy, Capricorns? You guys getting bored because everybody just gossiping and talking about some shit that doesn't really matter. You can get money out of that, can make no structure, can make no teamwork, can make no networking. I see. I kind of agree with my Saturn energy, with my Aquarius energy, right? And you guys not talking much, perhaps being too internal with your thought processes. Two cards. Nah, you ain't Pisces. Pisces is the only one allowed to get more than one card. Whoa. You got one card, but then you got a whole bunch of scatteredness. Which is okay. But you got one card. Ah, that's where the scatteredness is coming from. Princess of Wands. What does that mean, Capricorn? That means that you are creating a new internal way to deal with spirituality, imagination, creativity, yours and others' belief systems, yours and others' morality systems, and yours and others' testimonies and experiences. Alright? And then because that's a new way to internally deal with spirituality and you being a more logical, realistic sign, it makes sense that you got a bit of scatteredness going on. Let's go move on to Aquariuses. They gotta be different, right? They gotta be different. Let's go. If you have Sun, Moon, oh, we got a Moon in Aquariuses. You got a message for you, Pisces, the Moon. So you're gonna be a reflection. You're gonna be attracting more. and you're gonna be the spiritual example. You're gonna be more previewed to the meanings and reasonings behind Mercury in Gemini because of that gift. And because you have a more consistent energy, you can accumulate and create and see more of what's behind Mercury in Gemini, aka the movement of the spirits that create that influence. So, if you have Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, Rising in Aquarius, not Jupiter, Saturn in Aquarius, or Uranus in Aquarius, or Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, this reading is for you, and you are trining Mercury and Gemini, so you have a gift to communicate, think, and analyze in a more lighter way, faster way, more scattered way, less personal and less intense way. And that's good because especially Aquarius, Libras don't need too much Mercury and Gemini energies, but Aquarius do. Aquarius be too fixed, too stuck. And the thing is, it's air energy. It's supposed to move. Air is everywhere. You breathe in, you breathe out. You don't breathe in and it stays there, and you don't breathe out and it stays like that. No, in and out. Good old in and out. It's the good old in and out, bro. Right? So Aquarius need to remember that. Oh shit, I'm suffocating. Oh, that's true. Breathe in, in and out. Right? Aquariuses move like that. And you got the reversed Two of Wands. What does this mean? This means that you have the gift to think about or experience more spiritual, more unique, more creative, or more passionate conversations or relationships, but either you, the other person, or the surroundings are misunderstanding, misusing, or misjudging those more spiritual and creative interactions, conversations, or partners. Alright? Or they are getting too much onto your image because Venus and Mars in Leo opposing Aquarius. So you might be speaking some good game, but they have this image on you and they misunderstand you, or they just have this feeling about you which cannot allow them to fully receive your message. And in the end of the day, you can't do anything about Aquarius. Just moving on, keep being yourself, being consistent. Bro, just I have Aquarius a lot, so I'm getting excited just thinking about this. Keep being yourself, moving on, be consistent, work on yourself, work on how you communicate, take this gift to commit some mistakes, it's alright. Communicate with the wrong people about the wrong things, at least you are opening up, you are expanding your network. Because remember, you are ruled, or not you, but the energy of Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Teamwork, network, structure, building something. You gotta stretch out your net. You gotta throw out your net. Right, Aquarius? Because Aquarius sometimes hold themselves back too much. That's what I say. Aquariuses misunderstand Virgos, but they very look alike. They think too much, they worry too much, they uphold themselves from communicating too much. Right? And then Aquarius also misunderstands Cancer, but they also look alike. They care for their relationships, they're very humanitarian, they like to stay in comfortable spaces mentally or physically. They like to communicate, they like to be a part of something, but in different ways. But it's, you know. And everybody, every spirit, lastly, but not least, we have the beautiful, powerful Pisces. The only one allowed to have more than one card here on our readings, because they go through a lot of shit that you guys never dreamed of. Literally. So if you have Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Jupiter, Pisces Neptune, or Pisces Venus, because Venus is exalted in Pisces, this reading is for you. And you are squaring Mercury in Gemini. So you are learning how to think, communicate, and analyzing in a more light, intellectual, logic, making sense, detached, and unpersonal way. And the card for you, what Gemini's got, but in reverse, 9 of Cups. So you are learning, or you have the opportunity to learn, how to elevate, rise, and be more aware of your internal realm, emotions, feelings, illusions, imaginations. You know what I'm saying? But you or others, especially the ones you are communicating with, can misunderstand, misuse, or misjudge that elevated emotional spiritual state. Alright? And that will be everything for today. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you guys had a beautiful Mercury day in Gemini. And I'll see you on the next live stream of spirituality and astrology with Esoteric Cloud Surfer. Until the next time, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Believe in yourself, believe in all possibilities, and if you have a spiritual ship, believe in that as well. Daria, thank you for watching. Steven, thank you for watching as well. You guys still here in the end. Until the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon. Leave a like.